So the first motivation, the difference between a carnal pursuit and a kingdom pursuit of success is the motivation and the goal. The difference between a carnal pursuit, I just want to make it, I just want to blow, I just want things to happen for me. The difference between such a person and a kingdom person desiring success is the motivation. That your motivation is beyond just having money or just having a crowd, are we together? Or just having things work for you just for the sake of it. Everything in the kingdom must be for God's glory. Your beauty, God's glory. Your education, God's glory. Your resources, God's glory. Greater grace, greater power, God's glory. Listen, if you miss this law, you have corrupted your pursuit. Anything you do about success will only end up killing you. What makes the believer's success useful is this kingdom mentality. That the reason why I'm contending for this, all of us are going for work in the morning, but make no mistakes, you and your colleagues are not the same. Their motivation is to make ends meet. Your motivation is that through your life, are we together? Through the excellency of your results, somebody will see that God is a good God. Through the excellency of your result, you will demonstrate the fatherhood of God. That means your life is like a canvas, and the Lord himself desires to paint a picture upon your life, that when men look at your life, you become a living epistle. They can learn God as they study your results. I can tell you, you've heard me say this, results are evangelists. There is a sermon only results can preach. Only results can preach. And there is an audience designed to listen to that kind of sermon. If your life is void of results, there is a dimension of impact you cannot have, you cannot make. Are we together? Why does God insist that we excel in ministry? Why does God insist that we excel in destiny? Just because we're afraid of failure? Or just because we're afraid of Satan? Or just because we're afraid of a low life? No. God's intent and interest is by far more than that. He seeks to be revealed. He seeks to be glorified through the saints. Therefore, the bargain is this. The foundation for a successful life is having this orientation that my success must be a tool that reveals Jesus. My success must be a tool that glorifies Jesus. My success must be a tool, not an idol. The only way to not worship things is to convert them into tools that reveal Jesus. If you can make your money worship Jesus, it cannot be an idol to you. If you can make your beauty worship Jesus, it cannot be an idol to you. If you can make the exploits in ministry worship Jesus, the only way to stop anything from being God to you is to force it to join you in worship as you honor the King. My life changed when I had this orientation. Let me tell you the truth. There is no pursuit in my life that does not have purpose tied to it. If I pray right now, I say, God, give me 10 million souls, I have a reason for it. It's not just to show that I'm some great preacher. That is the least of my concern. If I ask God to keep bread and tea upon my table, it is so that I can access the health that strengthens me to be able to serve his program. I tell you why many people fail in life. This orientation they do not have, that in my results God is glorified, and that if God continually gets glory in my life, he will keep lifting me so that the glory will keep returning to him. It's a simple but powerful principle. Hallelujah. Powerful principle. Many of us seek fame. Many of us seek greatness. Many of us seek glory. Many of us seek an excelling life. But like in continuation of what we said yesterday, until that purging happens, I don't know how I can drum this to you. The reason why many people fail is because they do not understand that their success should be used as tools to glorify the Lord. If you tell me you made 1 billion, you told me nonsense. Until I hear what the 1 billion is for, that is where my respect comes for you. Apostle, by the grace of God, I made 1 billion. Congratulations. I'm still listening. Out of this 1 billion, God has been able to help me to sort my life, and the kingdom is going to benefit. Now you are speaking God's language, and you are speaking the language of anyone who is a lover of God. Are we together now? Apostle, I found the keys to health, and I made up my mind that I'm going to start working in health. Congratulations. But why do you want to live long? Why do you want to be healthy? Because I found out that God is looking for vessels in Enugu, and I have made up my mind that I will live long enough for God to allow this body to be a tool. Now there is justification for your being healthy.